crank up the fucking settings. How come I can't hear the game? I would hope it has game audio. Game capture. Be a sugar while you're looking for the sweet spot. Graphics high, full screen. I unplugged my headset. That's why I can't fucking hear anything. I am smart. Desync off. Warning, this game contains frightening scenes and sudden increases of tension. People with a weak heart and epilepsy problems are advised. Excuse me, I was reading that. Hi, Dr. Steven. Y'all can't hear the game. Oh no, y'all can't hear the game.
You ceased to behave normally, and disturbing thoughts.
We're gonna go back. Main menu. We're gonna go back. Just that. You will undergo therapy. Yes, you will. There we go. At least now y'all have the audio.
And calm down. Calm all your senses.
I don't want to.
My name is Dr. Stephen Dowell. You are here because your disorders started to get out of control. You ceased to behave normally, and disturbing thoughts took control over you. You will undergo my original therapy. I will show you the film I created. And at the end, you will tell me what feelings you have while watching it. And if you saw anything worrying.
Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Thank you for that wonderful movie. I really enjoyed it. It's a beautiful movie. It's kind of loud. Patient Edward. Primarily interview, initial diagnosis, test a new therapy, waiting for results. What do we got in here? Let me turn that down.
The patient's data. Edward, 41 years old, day September 1st. I know Edward as far back as I remember. He worked as a gardener in our neighborhood. From the preliminary interview, I got to know that he suffers from a dream disorder. He has constant nightmares and can't sleep well as a memory disorder. Sometimes he doesn't remember what happened a couple of days or hours ago. I have some suspicions connected with his case, but it's too early for the detailed diagnosis.
Oh, I can walk. The breed and birds taxidermy. On your 5th birthday, right? 7th. Breeding birds and bird taxidermy by Richard Bergman. All the best on your 7th birthday. Happy birthday, Stephen. Ink blots. It's a ball. No, that's not creepy at all. Just cross out the baby's eyes. Forever Ducky. Squeak. Is that it in here? Let's move on. Someone left the TV on in that room. Dr. Dowell launches his new experimental treatment method. Okay, let me close, motherfucker. It's the radio, it's not a TV. Forgive me.
A mother and child were murdered, and the violator was...
Is that what the picture was about earlier? On the upper floor? Everything is blocked off over here. So, bit of something on my shift key. It's weird. Broken mirror. Bad luck for someone. Bad luck for me because I looked in it and I broke it. Someone's throwing stuff. I'm gonna explore and take my time, guys, by the way. Or try to for most of this. My home! Theodore Dowell. English B. Mathematics A. Science A. PE B. Ethics A. Wish my grades looked like that.
Please turn off the TV. It's gonna be stormy.
Hello?
Am I talking with Dr. Stephen Dowell?
I don't know, are you? I don't fully know who I am yet. Back in another room.
Edward 41. Day, September 11th. Patient has told me about his dreams where he tries to murder his wife and child. As far as he said before, he's a bachelor, and he hasn't said anything about children. It could be some traumatic memory from his childhood. I have to get to know about it during our next meeting. It is a harder case than I expected. Some symptoms indicate that the patient can possess multiple personality. But these are only suspicions. I have to ask my friend, Abraham.
It is nothing certain. Please come to the morgue for identification purposes. Dear Abraham, I apologize for not having written so long. I was occupied with family and work matters and did not have enough time. I trust that you are okay. How is your wife, Berta? I currently have a case of I currently have a case of a certain patient, Edward something, yada yada, whatever the fuck. He is 41 years old. He is reporting problems with sleeping and memory. I noticed he seemed to have a certain minor tics. There are times when he suddenly and strangely moves the small finger of his left hand. He told me about a nightmare that has been haunting him for some time. It is the only dream that he is able to remember. He told me he had attempted to kill his wife and child in that dream. However, he has not been able to do it. He constantly wakes up before the very end. It is very strange because Edward is actually a bachelor and does not have any children. What do you think of this? My assumption is that these are the beginnings of schizophrenia, or multi-personality disorder. However, you are the one who has more experience in psychopathology, whatever the fuck. Yeah, best regards, Stephen. It's a smaller version of my home, you could say. Alcohol effect is a drug effect. The alcohol that every alcohol liquor contains is a narcotic drug. It injures body cells, especially brain nerve cells. First in their action, later in form. Thus it disorders for short-term time, or permanently. If continued nerve control of the body, reason will self-control morals. Alcoholic is a drug addict. Nice. Don't drink, kids. Fuck am I? We're just... okay. I'm not gonna question that. Broken elevator. That one's not so broken. Yeah, that's not unsettling. Vision can be saved. 50% of babies born with syphilis have impaired eyesight. Interesting. Mother and 7-year-old son murdered. Am I in that dream? Am I the patient in the dream? We're going to the morgue. It's a very nice welcoming to a morgue. Another duck. And a dead bird. Someone who walked across earlier, I saw that shit. Key to her heart is located where your journey began. More ink blots. No, thank you. Thank you for the offer. No, thank you. the fuck? I was not ready for that. Check eyesight, room 6. Is this 629? Who knocked those out? Those were in there earlier, weren't they? It was nice and organized. 629, 629. A very shaky elevator, might I add. Let me in! Let me in! It was 629. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, these are kind of cheesy jump scares. No match. Oh, okay. It's very moist in here, might I add. Oh. The fuck was that? Probably should have read that thing first. What? What was that fucking frame drop? Excuse me? That's not very fair now, is it? My brothers.
Honey, gain control over him, please?
Who leaves their baby in a garden? Just saying. What you digging over there, buddy? I got a shower head dirt. Okay. Sorry, I thought that was a note. Found a key with a crow on it. Another ducky. Some pretty cheesy jump scares. Like that. I feel like the lighting changed in there.
Daddy, play with me.
Where'd the ball go? Can't play with you if you take the ball away. Name of deceased, Theodore Dowell. Age 7, sex male. Place of death, finally home. Or family home. I was like, finally home, what the fuck? Cause of death, strangulation in sleep.
Daddy, why did you allow him?
What? Stupid bat. Ring, hello, hello.
Daddy! Daddy! He's here! He's back!
Who's here? Who is back? Questions to be answered. What'd you think? I love these loading screens. Nice little circle in the middle of the screen. Does that say Theodore? Theodore is a very talented child. He's very calm and he has the character of a dreamer. The only thing that disturbs me is the shadow shape, which often appears in his drawings. It's probably a character from a comic or something, nothing to be worried about. Nothing at all to be worried about. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Excuse me. Okay, well I can't leave, and there's a person in that chair over there. Okay. Does that mean I'm dead? Nothing new in here? It shines in the darkness, and the darkness does not overcome it. Is there something... Is that a riddle I'm supposed to understand? Can't go upstairs. Dear Miss Dowell, I'm very pleased that you fancy my floral composition. Blarg. I have received your comments and further recommendations. I will plant rhododendrons, whatever the fuck, as per your wish. I will have to drive my car in front of the greenhouse to move the seedlings. I hope you don't mind. Edward. Why was there sparks? Missing fuses. I guess we are looking for some fuses. Is that door gonna slam? Oh, there's a dead rat. I didn't even see that. I feel like I'm gonna need to know that for later. Another ducky. Hey, actually, how do I adjust these then? Come back to them? This looks more interesting. Disturbing effects of new treatment method. The treatment method for severe psychological disorders by Dr. Stephen Dabo is based on applying strong visual stimuli to the patient. It is aimed at putting the patient in a hypnotic trance, during which he stands face to face with his fears and deepest thoughts. The results of the treatment, however, are far from expectations. So far, following the therapeutic sessions with the doctor's films, patients have plunged into apathy, depression, or experience epilepsy attacks, continuing a long time from the appointment. The main association of psychologists is watching Dr. Stephen Dowell with anxiety. They plan to meet with the author of this controversial research. Yash. Dear Stephen, my wife is very well as usual. Let's move to the essence of the case. You should remember that we have a similar case in the past. It was the case that you took active part in. We are overworked. You might have forgotten. I think that you should, with the use of suggestion, help your patient to finish the dream. Hypnosis can be too invasive. Try to ask him about his past. Accepting traumatic events he has experienced could be the startling point in merging his different selves. Looking forward to your next letter. Greetings, Abraham. It's a fancy lip you got there, buddy. Smells funny. There's a spider. I don't get what you're supposed to be seeing in those. I've never, I understand them, but at the same time, I've never seen anything in them, really, except for an ink blob. So I've never really understood what the fuck they're about. Where was that paper? How do I turn these? There's gotta be a way for me to turn them. Hello, Mr. Dead Rat. How are we doing today? I'm confused. Achievement unlocked. Masochist. What the fuck? Okay. I get what I have to do, I think, but I don't know how to do it. There's gotta be something I'm missing, a wrench or something. Now I can do this, right? Wait. Plumber. Thought 1940. I always fear that thought may not come back home. Thought is the bird, huh? Name your bird Thought? Begone, Thought. Go away.
Patient Edward, 41. Taking some pieces of advice from my friend Abraham, I established that Eddie suffers from a very mild split personality disorder. The other personality hasn't shown yet, and hasn't taken him under control. There are only problems with memory and mild tics. I have to think about the kind of therapy I will apply.
Big oofs. Ring ring. No? There we go.
Hello? Steven? Are you here? Steven? It's Eddie.
Eddie. That's a beautiful drawing. Kid's an artist, I tell you.
Daddy, I'm lost.
No, you're not.
I've lost my figurines. Please find them for me.
Here's a suggestion. Don't lose them. Hello? What the fuck? The drawings were of his toys? Some weird fucked up toys, kid. Bird no like the sun. Someone else called the elevator? Dear Stephen, analyzing your previous letters and observations, I believe that the problem is connected with smeared. Nice. Please give it some more thought. I'm worried about you and your family. When I come back from smeared, I will visit you and we will talk, Abraham. P.S. Send your wife and child someplace. Make sure they are safe. Can I get around the chair, please?
Patient Eddie, 41. Day. Having acquainted with the traumatic Eddie's past life, violence in the family, and pathology, I've decided that I will use a less invasive method of treatment. We can handle without hypnosis. The confrontation with the past and dreams, connected with some mild anxiolytics, should be enough. I think that finishing the dream, so killing the wife and child, can join his split selves. All we need to do is wait and observe.
The fuck? Women receive 30 stab wounds 2 days after the child is strangled during sleep. Good lord. You want him to complete the dream? That's what they resorted to for a scare. Occupied. Okay. It's a rubber ducky. You want to pull this one down too, maybe? No, it's moist in here. Occupano. I'm a vampire, guys.
Breaking news. As the investigation has shown, the police have established that the brutal murder of the family of the famous doctor of psychology was caused by the local gardener, Edward S.
You really got some fucked up toys, bro. What the fuck? Oh. Why am I in a chair? Whee! Are we flying around a spot? Sugar bullshit, pick up the phone. Oh yeah, I might need that. It's pretty fucking dark. Rubber ducky. Okay then, buddy. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to go in there. Let's go grab the ducky again. Kick for that host, my boy, Joe Bacon. That's not dangerous at all. Sometimes I suffer terribly because I have to restrain myself. When I see you preparing dinner, holding a beautiful knife in your hand, I imagine us, together with cold steel in your bowels. I look at your beautiful eyes glazed with tears, and your life slowly fades. I dream of giving you a last kiss on your fading lips. Eddie. Duct tape. So we're gonna need that later. Okay, you can stop doing those. Anytime now, please. What's the duct tape gonna do for us? Duct tape fixes everything, but I guarantee you it's not gonna fix that fucking boat. If I go in there, I die. Wait. Now I'm an electrician. So I need a tape to tie the wires together to turn on the light. dead boy buried in garden. As a result of the ongoing investigation, the police have found the body of Theodore Dowell, the son of a well-known psychiatrist, was murdered and buried in a greenhouse on the premises by gardener Edward S. I knew you were gonna do that shit.
Come for me, please. Mother's lying here. She is so cold.
I thought the kid was killed first. Something doesn't add up here. The Shadow Man. You can fuck off. Oh my god. That one was nice. Achievement unlocked the ring. I thought that's what it was gonna be. I saw fucking well on TV. Fuck that. That was actually nice. Fucking cuck. Good lord. That one got me good. Rip to the piano. Unforgiving Crows, Animal Psychology by Juliet Simpson. Every morning, 2 crows named Thought and Memory are released and fly above the world. Ducky. Mommy been stabbed. That's no bueno. I can't go upstairs now. Do I want to yet? I don't know. Boats. Haha, poor rat. His life just got so much shittier. Memory 1942, but I'm more afraid the memory may return.
Patient. Data today is 28th of March. March. No. Weird case. Only experimental methods. Only experimental. No. Why him? Why him? I don't know. Weird case. Weird case.
I think someone's lost their mind. Very cheap. Famous psychologist accused by the Committee of Ethics. The experimental method of treating severe psychological disorders developed by Dr. Stephen Dowell has been raising controversy for a long time. After sessions conducted at the doctors, the condition of patients significantly deteriorated. Yet Dr. Dowell is convinced of procedures' correctness. Phone, I am trying to read. Can you fuck off for a minute? The Maine Association of Psychologists has conducted interviews among people examined with the use of Dowell's films. The investigation led to a former patient who has committed suicide following his experimental sessions. The young girl threw herself under a speeding train. The psychologist treating her is known to have hidden all traces and methods leading to the patient. The doctor has even gone as far as falsifying the autopsy files to avoid consequences. The Medical Ethics Committee has put Dowell's right to exercise his profession at stake, and the injured family has announced legal proceedings. Ah. Motion sickness. Thank you. This is the operator. How may I assist you?
On Friday, he had a family on his own. On Wednesday, his dreams did not allow him to sleep. So on Thursday day, he visited the doctor to confess so deep. On Friday night, he did what the doctor told him to do. On Saturday, he did not have his family. He did the do.
He did the doom.
The Sunday morning, he slept dull. So doctor was right. Nightmares have gone.
My name is Dr. Stephen. Original cast, original disorders.
Theodore is a very talented child. He's very calm, and he has the character of a dreamer. The only thing that disturbs me is the shadow shape, which often appears in his drawings. It's probably a character from a comic or something, nothing to be worried about. It's the same one from before. But I guess now there's something to be worried about.
Gain control over him, please.
Oh, 08/17/1973. Teddy's third birthday was great. The party was held in our garden. All dishes and desserts were made from fruits that we picked there. The only thing that got me worried was that Stephen took an active interest in Teddy's mental development. He's only 3 and his father is already forcing him to learn to read. I have to talk to him. Where's the border between a dream and reality? What is our life? Is that what is dreamt, or that what we dream about? Tell me, dear Susan, what would you do if you couldn't sleep? Would you be able to take control over the dream that does not come, but haunts you? I feel like there's been a ducky in every level. So I'm trying to figure out where it's at. And I have hiccups. Ooh. Okay then. Excuse me? Squeeze me? Hey look, there's the ducky. Oh, thank you. That is very bright.
Steven, can I get into the bathroom for a while?
No. Let me take my shit in place. For some reason my mouse flicked up. Sorry about that, guys. Shugity shugity. It's a tiny trophy. Where's the bathroom at? I haven't done this room yet. I have no clue what this says. 04/05/1975. Due to too many responsibilities, I don't have time to take care of our garden. I have asked Steven to help me, to hire somebody to help. At least that much he can offer. That's all I can ask for. 04/06/1975. I can't stand these maniacal, whatever the fuck. Yeah, maniacal, whatever the fuck attempts to make a genius of our child. Steven is out of line. Taking our child to hospital and testing him with mental development methods is a sick fad. Or fade, whatever the fuck. You know, you get it, whatever. Sometimes I think that this marriage was a big mistake. I would drive Teddy to his grandma. He could use a little break from his father.
Honey, bring me the towel from the bedroom. I forgot about it completely.
It's a sad towel. It's kind of small. Damn, lady, chill. I have mixed feelings about our relations. Steven is my new employer, and I owe him a lot. I know this is not a discussion to be held through a letter. Let's meet in the garden in 2 days, the usual spot, Edward. Thank you for unlocking the door. And phone call. I want to see if downstairs is still flooded. I can't even go downstairs.
I'm staying at my parents' house with Teddy tonight.
She said that so aggressively. I'm staying at my parents' house with Teddy tonight. Dear Abraham, thank you so much for sending me Dr. Alfred Bennett's publication about the verification of children's IQ. Thanks to it, I have come up with a great idea. I will not let you in on the details yet. I do not want to jinx it yet. All I can say is that it will be connected with connected with increasing the IQ of very small children in the initial part of their mental development. It will be revolutionary. Imagine this. Intellectual elites develop from their earliest age to advance our world and science. I'm tired, guys. Yeah. The mankind may witness great discoveries thanks to my research. Greetings, Stephen.
Research theme. The test of the therapy increasing the intelligence among children. The subject of the research, Theodore Dowell. The first attempts to increase IQ, I started using suggestion and manipulation method during REM sleep. The subject handled the experiment very well. I began the observation and started the manual visual tests phase.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I'm gonna guess the key goes to the box that was upstairs. And then I just gotta do that. Rubber ducky. Dr. Abraham, it's all gone to hell. My entire plan, all of it, everything was based on suggestion and on the attempt to manipulate dreams in the REM phase. I was testing it on my son Teddy. I thought it would not be harmful, that I had nothing to lose. On the contrary, I would be the one to form the first genius in the family created with this method. His marks at the school are higher indeed, but he lacks empathy, and he has started to be afraid of the darkness. My wife forbade me to continue my research. Why did I even attempt to try this on my son? I am abandoning this project and sending my materials back. Thank you for them. I will not need them anymore. P.S. I might have an interesting patient soon. Regards, Steven. Okay. It's a beautiful garden. Need to break this cycle somehow. Break the cycle, get out of the dream. Frames have dropped quite a bit. Duct tape. Where are you at? Where are those? I'll take those. Those would help me a lot more than duct tape. My doggos are excited. I'm sorry, guys. Oh my god. Sorry about that. My brother came in the room, excited them a little bit. So I'll just leave my door open for a minute. This is very beautiful. It's not the best graphics I've ever seen, but it's still pretty nice. No rubber ducky? Oh. Sorry about that. 09/11/1976. The strange sessions with Teddy have allowed I've allowed to obtain the outcomes that my husband so strongly desired. Is a toxic father-son relation worth it? Teddy is no longer as happy as he had been before. He had become very afraid of the darkness. On the one hand, this is normal at his age. I truly don't know. I can only rely on Eddie, but he seems strange recently. 09/13/1976. I have been trying to improve my marriage, but the complete lack of Steven's interest is just killing me. He's constantly talking about his new treatment method. I feel imprisoned in this relationship. I cannot see any future for it. I know it is a bit reckless, but I am beginning to feel freer with Eddie. I enjoy the interest that only he is giving me. No! No! Bruh! The ducky! The fucking ducky! Oh, I love how they put it there so you can see it as you drift away and can't do fucking shit about it. I am triggered. Oh my god. Ducky, bro. A fucking duck.
Therapy increasing the intelligence among children.
8/17/1973. Teddy's third birthday was great. The party was held in our garden. All dishes and dessert were made from the fruits that we picked there. The only thing that got me worried was that Steven took an active interest in Teddy's mental development. He is only 3 and his father is already forcing him to learn to read. I have to talk to him. We saw that earlier. I'm sorry about my green screen with the brightness, guys. I can't really do much about it. I am sorry. I've already read this. I'm not going to reread all of them again. We've already gone through them, guys.
The subject handled the experiment very well.
We're not losing that ducky. I'm pissed though, bro. I'm triggered.
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Theo. I hereby open the trial against Edward.
Good lord. My mouse keeps snapping sometimes. I'm sorry about that, guys. Excuse me. You might want to get that checked, guys. Probably shouldn't have prisoners able to just, walk around and go about their way. Interrogation room. Interrogation Protocol 05-14-1977. In the case of the murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell, suspect Edward, the interrogation is conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson. After many attempts to make contact with the suspect, we still do not have any information. The accused is constantly smiling and indistinctly repeating a sentence that reads, "The nightmares have stopped." His gaze is absent. He does not maintain eye contact with the interlocutor. Sorry about that. He probably does not make anything of the position that he is in. Without the presence of a forensic psychologist, we are not able to obtain more information. It is assumed that the case will be closed with insanity plea.
Good. So maybe you would tell us about your authorial therapy. What do you think, Mr. Dow? Can you hear me? It's better now, isn't it? So, can we continue? Great. Did you know that Susan Dow was pregnant?
John, I know that tomorrow is Bauman's shift, so I've hidden the key for the door switches in a safe place. Don't tell him anything. Let's drive him nuts for a while. What the fuck is that? Interesting. Interrogation Protocol 05-16-1977. In the case of the murder... Alright, this is new, sorry. In the case of the murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell, suspect Edward, the interrogation is conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson and forensic psychologist Miss Vanessa Green. Thanks to Miss Vanessa, we have managed to come into contact with the suspect. It has been established that he is single. He works as a gardener for the Dowell family. He said that for the last months he had been taking part in the therapy, and that it was to cure him from his split personality disorder. He admitted that he had killed his wife and child, but, as he emphasized, he had done it in his dream, because Dr. Dowell had told him to do so. It had been part of his therapy. We have finally figured it out. It is necessary to speak with Dr. Dowell. Buy your family or individual ambulance service membership now. $15 per year. Ambulance service for you depends upon you. Rubber ducky, the rubber ducky, squeaky squeaky the rubber ducky. Interrogation Protocol 05-17-1977. In the case of murder of Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell, witness Stephen Dowell. The interrogation is conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson. The suspect is shocked. There is no rational contact with him. It is understandable in his position. He hasn't said anything new. After the murder, there were many different comments from the psychology world in the press. The witness has only mentioned that his therapy for curing a mental split disorder been very ineffective. He hasn't commented on that. She may look clean, but that's a yikes for me, buddy. Is that Morse code? So the last one is 7. Ah, shoot, sorry. Oof. Hold up, let me pull up a notepad on my phone. What the? Why was that refunded? Excuse me? Okay. I guess. So the last one is 7. So, something to 7. 327? What was that at again? One of these rooms, right? Three, two, 7. Now we got the key. And back to the interrogation room.
Listen, Bowman, give me some creeps, Doctor. I won't manage alone.
June issue. The examination conducted by Dr. Maslow's team should not be taken into consideration during the investigation. Dr. Maslow would influence the examination in order to help his friend, Dr. Bandera says Dr. Dowell was known for his controversial methods of treatment. And the is fact that... What? Methods of treatment and the is fact that in the past he has probably led to a patient's death, he adds. June issue. The tragic events from the friend's past had a very bad influence on his mental health condition, says Dr. Abraham Maslow, friend of the accused, suspected of manipulating Dr. Stephen Dowell, which in turn has led him to murder his family. I deny the rumors saying that Stephen pretended to have a mental incompetence. I have examined him. He was also examined by other psychologists and psychiatrists who were strange to him, Dr. Maslow adds.
I hereby open the trial against Edward about Susan Dowell and Theodore Dowell's murder. Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial is started?
I would like to enclose the report about my client's insanity to the evidence, as well as recordings made by Dr. Dowell during the therapy.
Mr. Edward, could you tell us about the relation that was between you and Mrs. Susan Dow, Dr. Stephen Dow's wife,
No.
that tried to cure you? I would like to enclose documents from Susan Dow's autopsy to the evidence. Basing on these, Your Honor, as well as the jury can get to know that the victim was pregnant with the defendant.
Interrogation Protocol 05/21/1977 in the case of murder of Susan Dow and Theodore Dow, suspect Stephen Dow. The interrogation is conducted by Chief Inspector Samuel Wilson and forensic psychologist Mr. Richard Jackson. After the appearance of new evidence, which is Susan Dow's autopsy protocol, we have come to know that she was in the first month of pregnancy. Furthermore, the father of the child is suspect, Edward Blurred. We have established that Stephen had a motive and the skills to manipulate Edward. During the interrogation, the suspect showed lack of contact with his interlocutors. He experienced ambivalent states, from hysteria attacks to complete apathy. During interrogation, the accompanying psychologist came up with the thesis that Dr. Dow's insanity, which might have been caused by many traumatic experiences in a short period of time.
I open the trial against Stephen Dowell about malpractice against Edward, who caused Susan and Theodore Dowell's death. Do the prosecutor and counsel wish to say anything before the trial has started?
My client, as a doctor, always takes care about patients' welfare. In the enclosed evidence, Your Honor may read about many difficult cases that have been cured by the defendant. He was trying to cure his protege at any cost to ease the pain.
I would like to enclose to the evidence the description of one therapy conducted by the defendant, which, as we can read, also finished with a failure. The girl, with similar illness like Edward, who under the influence of the therapy made suicide.
And did the defendant realize that his wife was pregnant, not with him, but with Edward?
Is this a psych ward?
Steven, can I see you in my office?
Mother and 7-year-old son murdered. Woman received 30 stab wounds 2 days after the child is strangled during sleep. The father of the family is the one responsible for the commission of all these horrible acts.
How are you feeling today? Everything's okay? I think it's time to show you something. Let's go to the next room. Have a seat and make yourself comfortable.
Our relationship started to pass away suddenly. Stephen treated me like a lodger, unwanted person, with whom he lived because it was a kind of interest. And I started to live on memories and projections that were so beautiful in my head, so perfect. Stephen was in them like years before, like when we moved into our new house and we planned to make a big garden, only for us. These memories made me stronger, helped me to survive, and wait for tomorrow with hope. First time, I thought that maybe I'm only dreaming, or the projections about him became ridiculously strong. He came to me like before, smiling, happy, with sparkles in his eyes. Similar situations repeated in the next weeks, and I, instead of looking for their source, was waiting till my loving Stephen came back, just for a while, to feel like before, like years ago. At the beginning of our relationship, Stephen often told me about interesting things from the psychology ward. During his studies, he met with the case of a patient with multiple personalities. I remember well this case because it seemed to be very exciting. So many different personalities in one body that differ in IQ, beliefs, talents, and even visual acuity. I hid my husband's illness to meet with Eddie, his second personality, to feel happy just for a while, to fulfill my dreams. During our romance, we often met in the garden. Today, I again talked with Eddie. He is in very bad condition. Stephen's therapy started to even scare him, he says. He must make terrible things to be cured and finally take a breath. As a last resort, I will send this recording to Abraham.
So it was an affair. Oh God. Why did that scare me? Use the copyright.
But I will stay here in those walls.
Might I add, it's a very interesting game.
My beloved house, drowned it now. You spread the blue all around. I can see in the dark.
Very, very interesting game. Oof. So what I'm guessing happened is that, basically, sorry, mind fart, brain fart, that, basically, Steven was treating Eddie for psychological issues, but Eddie was having an affair with Steven's wife. I don't know if it was all just a dream or what, but I don't really get the ending unless it's just the fact that Steven couldn't bear to handle his insanity plea, or Eddie couldn't handle his insanity plea. I don't know who I was playing throughout most of that game. So, I don't know. It's a good game, I would say. It's just a game full of cheap jump scares. But yeah, I enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, guys. Appreciate y'all for dropping on by. Hope you have a good rest of your night, and yeah, catch you later. Swoogie swoogie.